And we have some sort of little statue here where the other side used to be, and has been painted a few times. Looks like it was red at one time and is now blue. I believe the eyes are supposed to be closed, so. And of course our at least somewhat historic sign. Some interesting choice up there. It almost looks like a chain link style fence. And apparently somebody has tried to add the eyes back in. We have, again, our gigantic stump here with about, looks like at least 15 feet of it remaining behind. Kind of an interesting choice. I'm not sure if that's a permanent choice, if this is something that's been done relatively recently. And again, a mystery stone down here. And I may have inadvertently stumbled upon a local celebrity here. It says, this is interesting. It says the cremains. Is that the cremated remains? Is that what that means? The cremains of Willis Roy Skelly, son of James and Flora, husband of Arvilla Hornaday, father of Virginia May, philosopher and scientist, developer of Shadowlawn Gladiola Farm. So that's interesting. We'll have to maybe see if we can look that up. I don't know if there's a modern day location of that farm. And on the other side, see just the normal, typical styled memorial here with Flora of 1859 to 1937 and James again 1855 to 1940. So philosopher and scientist. Very, very interesting. And we're coming up now upon some of the areas that we've looked at previously. Let's see if maybe we can walk down this row here and get a few things that we have missed in this center part here. Definitely some veterans. Looks like quite a few veterans coming up here. Again, some very, very decayed old stones. Incredibly hard to read any names or dates. Almost looks like that's Schwab, maybe. May just need some good cleaning. I'm not 100% sure. And a very tiny Woodman of the World coming up here. First we do have Nancy Hayward here, 1870. Aged 33 years and infant daughter. And some more Haywards. Robert A. Hayward, son of F&N Hayward. Passed 1901 on February 10th, age 33. And what's it say there? Gone. Why can I not read that? I can't. I'm gonna have to see if I can get that later. Gone to something. And again, just a simple, looks like a scroll rolled up around a log that's been tied up around a tree trunk here. Another interesting one here of, looks like Hollis Johnson, perhaps Bollis. of 1863, and a depiction there of the Tree of Life. It looks like a row here with 4 different veterans. I'm not sure exactly what war we're going to find here. We can see Elizabeth Hydryer. I'm not 100% sure. 1871. Oh, Dreyer. Okay, yeah. Aura Dreyer of 1898. And then Welcome. It almost looks like Welcome Dreyer. Is that a Welcome? W-E-L-C-O-M-E? It literally looks like it just says Welcome Dreyer. 1863, so perhaps passed in battle in the Civil War here. And that looks like maybe Clarice, a wife of Darius, 1885. Trying to get an age there. Does that say 83 years? And then another veteran marker here. Garius, perhaps? I can't read it very well. And I see 1860. So again, perhaps someone who passed in service of the U.S. during the Civil War. You can see again the veterans marker down here. I've noticed in this area, in and around Ashley, Indiana, there does seem to be far fewer GAR markers and a lot more of these just plain veterans markers. I don't know if it's the weather that has really just decayed them over the years and they've had to replace them, or what the case is, but kind of an interesting thing in this area that they just don't exist very often, at least. And continuing on down this aisle here, looks like we're coming up on another Dreyer that is a veteran here. See, passed in 1884 at 52 years. Does not again say which war that they fought in. And then, oh, I can't get the name here. Lodema, maybe? I can't, that is, I hate to butcher the names. 1841 to 1907 there. Oh yeah, Lodema. And another interesting one where you see Lodema 1842 to 1907 and Lodema 1841 to 1907. So not always the best records in terms of the date of birth and date of death. And again, we've arrived at this Emily M. Wright stone here that we were at before. So pretty interesting, fascinating place. Let's take a look at some of this other damage here, and then we'll skip over and see what this pole is. Now, I can't believe, I guess I looked at it and at first I thought it said World War. We actually almost passed up Ethan Rogers here, Connecticut Private First Class, Connecticut Regiment. I might be saying that wrong. Revolutionary War, 1822 to 19... excuse me, October 22nd, 1758 to September 20th of 1849. So they were here, fought in the Revolution, and passed well before the Civil War. Wow. So, what a row full of history here. I mean, really just this entire place. I mean, just filled with people who fought in the Civil War. Ethan here that fought in the revolution to free our country from tyranny. And it just goes to show how much history is just packed on the side of the roads in these tiny little country towns. And if you really are just driving by with that tunnel vision, you might pass up something really amazing like this. You know, these people that fought and some died for these amazing causes. And so, you know, if you're ever on the side of the road and you see a place like this, make sure to stop. You know, if you have the ability and you watch these videos, you like things like this, you know, give it a go sometime. Go out and you see something like this, stop for a moment and take a moment to walk amongst the people that you read about in the history books. So I can definitely tell here that it's just a flagpole out there. So I'm just going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all so much for joining me on this final part in this series exploring Wright Cemetery out here on the outskirts of Ashley, Indiana. What an incredible historic place with so many people here that fought for the freedom of our country, and what an amazing experience to come and check it out firsthand. So thank you all so much, and I will see you in our next adventure.